Hello and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News 90 Day Fiancé Recrap. I'm Allie Siegel.
And I'm Melissa Stetton.
We are going to recrap 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way, 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, and 90 Day Fiancé UK.
It's too many.
Because for some reason, there's 3 different versions of 90 Day Fiancé going on right now. I think there's actually more than that, to tell you the truth, because there's like 90 Day Fiancé Caribbean, I think, going on right now.
I don't even know what that is.
There should be a whole, I think they're just going to start a 90 Day Fiancé network. And then
they should.
I think Last Resort starts soon too. Hold on. 90 Day Fiancé Last Resort.
Is that like...
Oh my God, that starts August 14th. That starts Monday.
Oh my God.
So we're going to have like 5 shows that we're going to be recrapping.
Wait, what is Last Resort? Is it like a Bachelor in Paradise type thing?
No, it's the couples who are having issues go to this island and there's like counselors there. So it's...
Jovi and Yara?
Jovi and Yara, Angela and Michael, Asuelu and Kaylani.
Oh my God.
All
the
Molly
greats.
And Kelly. I don't know who they are.
Wait, Big Ed? No, I don't.
Yeah, Big Ed and Liz.
No one wants to watch Big Ed anymore.
I also saw a clip of Big Ed and Liz on, I don't know, what show does Mario Lopez do?
Extra?
Like Extra or something, and it was them doing some TikTok dance all together. Like Big Ed, Liz, and Mario Lopez.
They give me anxiety. Like they gross me out.
They're something. It's bad. You know that they have clocked each other before. Like it's nothing.
It's dark.
That is a dark relationship.
It's dark, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Also, all those relationships are dark on there. Angela and Michael, and
I thought they broke up. Good.
That's what Last Resort is like all these couples. I thought all these couples broke up except for
Kalani
Yara
and Asuelu.
Yeah, I thought they were getting a divorce. But also, this is where there was footage on the internet of Angela beating up that woman in a hotel room, in a hotel lobby.
That's what this is from?
It's from Last Resort. And that woman was her friend, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, her friend who was in the hotel with her.
Or something.
I hope, yeah, because that's how Angela communicates. Anyways,
God.
We are going to just be recapping a million different things here. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month with special guest producer Maria. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail if you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes. The number is 626-63-420-69. Now, let's get to the program. Well, we're going to start with 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way, which is my least favorite of the franchises.
I agree.
But there are some power couples here.
Yes, of course.
Starting with our favorite power couple, Brandon and Mary.
Oh, no. This relationship is a nightmare.
Yeah. They're the FaceTime couple. For those of you who don't remember, they have to FaceTime 24/7 because they've both been cheated on in the past. So they just
Do they have like portable batteries for their iPhones?
That's such a good point. They must be... How are they not using like so many minutes? Do they just have unlimited cellular data or something?
You gotta get unlimited. I would... could you imagine if they... Well, no, because she uses Wi-Fi. So it's free. Free Wi-Fi.
Does WhatsApp let you...
Oh, I bet they're doing WhatsApp.
Can you video call on WhatsApp?
I don't know, man. Probably.
Oh, you can. You can video call on WhatsApp. So maybe they're just video timing on WhatsApp.
He's got to have unlimited data because that's nuts.
Yeah, that's bananas. So he visits her finally. Where is she again?
Philippines.
In the Philippines. And they meet at the airport. This is from a few weeks ago. But they meet at the airport, and apparently part of the rules, her grandfather's rules, is they're not allowed to hug or kiss without permission.
Yes.
They do both, though.
Yeah, because what are you doing? You've been on the phone for like, I don't know how long they've been talking, a year or something?
Yeah, and apparently they've been building up a lot of sexual tension on the phone.
I bet they are.
So he says. He says that building up to this trip, it's been like a wet dream.
Gross.
Yeah, disgusting.
Gross.
And so he goes to the house
that he has paid for.
Oh, I forgot about that.
$50,000, I think he said he sent her family to build this house.
And it's a pretty nice house.
It's a pretty decent house.
Yeah. But there's no running water.
Nope.
They have to boil hot water to shower and bathe and stuff like that. There's ants. There's some of the biggest spiders I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. There's so many bugs and spiders. And roaches and rats and lizards.
Yeah, there's
everything.
There are crushed roaches like on the wall, and I'm like, at least clean those up after you kill a roach.
Down.
Take them down. Take the roaches down. I will say, my boyfriend had to kill the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life the other day.
It was
outside.
A wood spider? What are those? Wolf? Or what is like a big spider they're not venomous?
I don't know, but there's actually a few of them outside, but they're building these huge webs, but they're building them in my front entryway. So I like can't get into my house like at night. So
that's scary.
Yeah. So I'll come home and I'll be like, I'm sleeping in my car. I don't know what to do. So I've started keeping a broom. And every night,
that's what you gotta do.
Every night I knock down the web because like I need to get into my house. I actually don't know what to do because I don't want to
walk through a spider web. You're like, ah!
Yeah, and I'm not kidding. It's the biggest spider. It's almost the size of my palm.
Is it a black widow?
It's not a black widow. It's actually like whitish.
What? I don't know that exists.
I swear to God.
A white spider?
I swear.
I don't know.
Here, I looked up huge white spider, types of white spiders. I swear, it's not small.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no.
Crab spider.
Yeah, but are those in California?
They're in Oregon and Washington. Maybe one just came down here somehow.
I see them in my pool, but I don't know if they're white because they've just been in the pool for days.
They're just bloated and disgusting now.
Okay,
I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyways, spiders. There's spiders there.
Yeah,
and
all up in her house.
They're allowed to sleep in the same bed. He asked permission, but they have to sleep head to toe.
Yeah.
But wait, I didn't hear the grandfather say they had to do that.
I didn't hear it either.
Like, was that just her choice?
I don't know that because they go to bed and she leaves. She doesn't sleep in the bed. She sleeps in the living room or whatever.
Well, in the middle of the night because she says his feet kept hitting her in the head. I think later she says she's scared of being intimate with him. I think that she didn't want to sleep head to head because she was like afraid.
Right.
That he would make a move maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But sleeping head to toe with a boyfriend, I can't think of anything more awkward. But
no.
He wakes up and she was like, "Are you comfortable?" And he was like, not so much because we had to sleep head to toe in like a twin size bed. And then you left in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
The best part is the next morning she makes him breakfast and then
this is so weird.
I have so many questions and also weird theories about this.
Okay.
So she makes him breakfast but then also wants to feed him.
Yes, she's just piling it in.
Yes. She's like spoon feeding him like a baby. And she says, it's because like he's her king and she wants to treat him, but I don't. She says she wants to fatten him up because she likes it when he's like big and cuddly like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
For me, it gave horror movie vibes of like, we're cannibals.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah, or like we're cannibals and we're fattening him up and then we're gonna kill him. But I think I've seen too many horror movies.
My theory was that she wants him to get fat, so he's unattractive to other women.
Oh, women. Oh, that's interesting.
That was my initial thing. Like, why do you want him to like?
Yeah, because she was shoveling it in so fast that he like couldn't chew and swallow.
Yeah, he was like, it was just coming in so fast and I just had to keep swallowing.
Yeah, it was kind of disgusting. And then so then he has to work on the farm for the day, and it's a rice paddy farm. This is not easy work. This isn't like milk a cow, pick some corn. This is their rice paddy fields. This are essentially mud, and he has
it's mud.
Yeah, he has to till the mud and the water behind a carabao. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, which is it's
some sort of animal. An oxen-ish?
Yeah, it's like an oxen type animal. Now, the grandfather speaks Tagalong, and Brandon does not. So they are unable to communicate, essentially.
No, not at all.
He does not know how to handle this carabao. He's almost falls in the mud like a million different times.
His boots get stuck in the mud.
Yeah, the grandfather's wearing like sandals.
Yeah, I mean they're just used to it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even
do. Why wear boots? I mean, they're just gonna get
gonna get stuck. Yeah, it's crazy. And they eventually admit to the grandfather that they kissed out of respect because they want to have a relationship built on honesty and everything. And then they go to meet Mary's friends.
Okay. What?
Pong, Jello, and Pudding.
Are those their real names? Are those nicknames?
I don't know, because the three of those names together, like Jello and Pudding, are they brothers?
Funny. It's funny in English. It's funny. I don't know if those are like common names in like the Philippines.
Right. It's just funny that someone named Jello and someone named Pudding found one another. And became
it really
friends.
Is. And they've been lifelong friends.
Lifelong friends.
Jello, Pudding, and Pong.
Pong, yes, with Mary. And they reveal to Brandon that Mary at night unplugs her router and goes partying with them.
These narcs.
Yeah.
These narcs. Why would they say that?
They're like, we want you guys to have an honest and good relationship.
They seem nice. They seem like really nice friends.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if they were straight or not. Like, I think they might have been her gay male friends.
They could have been, yeah.
Which I think which is why I think she feels so comfortable or thinks it's not threatening, was kind of the vibe I got. But I don't know. But she kind of denies it. She's like, no, it's the blackouts. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. And Brandon says, there haven't been any blackouts while I've been here, though. And Mary's like, well, just wait. You'll see. There'll be blackouts. Yeah.
They happen every night. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But Brandon's pretty chill and just says, okay, well, moving forward, we can all just hang out together.
Yeah. I thought he was going to like flip out, but he was like, okay, whatever.
I think that what it revealed is that he's not really the crazy one in the relationship. It's her.
She is.
Yeah.
She's got problems.
Also, she's a lot prettier than I expected her to be, I think, in real life.
She's a very attractive lady.
Yeah, and she's got kind of an edge to her. Like, she has tattoos and stuff like that. I'm surprised that she likes him. or has her eyes set on him, kind of.
Right. But is she trying to get to the US?
She hasn't said that. I don't think she's made that case.
Because
yet.
he built that house for her family.
Yeah. So I don't
know what her end game is.
I think she actually legitimately likes him.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, they seem to have an attraction to one another. So
He is sending money. A lot of money.
Which is always helpful. Yeah.
That always helps.
That always amps the attraction up. Next, there's villain of the season, clairvoyant Kimberly. And is it Tej?
It's Tej. Yeah, it's Tej. It's his nickname, Tej.
She's the devil.
Oh my God.
She's the one who came and was dissatisfied with the whole apartment that he had spent so much time building for her.
Oh,
and
it was crazy how upset she was about this house that he had paid for and had built.
Insane.
And
right.
She was mad that the lip on the sink was not. She's like, how am I supposed to clean this?
I saw a funny meme that said, Jenny walked so Kimberly could run.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Similar vibes.
Very similar vibes. And also Tej's parents also don't like Kimberly for good reason.
For good reason, yeah. They said she's behaving like a sheik from Dubai. Like a snobby
totally.
Person. Yeah.
What does she want? And so her vibes are so bad that Tej's family actually has a ceremony praying to Ganesha to clear the energy and have a positive celebration and clear out all the bad juju. I don't think that's exactly what the celebration was for, but that's kind of the vibe that I got.
It was the vibe.
Yeah. So they're both sitting there and they keep shoving sweet things in her mouth. Yeah. For me, I was like, they're trying to give this bitch an exorcism. They're trying to
they're trying to poison her.
Yeah, I mean, that is what they should have done.
This sweet
sweet, sweet raisin and cyanide. Oh yeah, how many? I'm like, how much? They're probably giving her apricot pits, because how many apricot pits do you need to
I don't know, 100 or something.
Cyanide poisoning. Yeah, from one of our other episodes, we realized that that fruit has a small amount of cyanide in it. So they're trying to clear out the air and make it like a joyous celebration and singing and stuff like that.
She's such a Debbie Downer about everything.
Yeah, and because she knows the parents don't like her, and she says, our freakouts and our fights are none of your parents' business. And Tej is like, it is their business because I'm their son and they want me to be happy. And also we're all going to be living together, which I didn't realize.
Yeah, they all live in the same house. He lives with his parents.
God. Which she is not happy about, but also that's part of the culture.
That's the culture. Did you not Google Indian culture?
Or ask him. And that's another thing. That's another thing that's crazy is she asks him, hey, after the wedding, what am I going to be doing every day, essentially? Yeah. And he says, you'll be cleaning and cooking and taking care of the house. And she's like, no, that's for the birds. I'm not going to be doing that. That's crazy. And that's just what the traditional roles are in India. I'm like, how did you not have this conversation about what life is going to look like after marriage?
It seems, I don't know if it's common knowledge that the cultures are not as individualistic as Americans are.
Right. But it's crazy. Even if I was marrying someone here, I would be like, what does the future look like for us if we were to get married?
Had that conversation at some point.
Yeah, she's moved to a different country with this person and plans on getting married, and has never talked to him about.
What's our life gonna be like?
Yeah, has never talked to him about what the future looks like. It's crazy. I'm so confused. I'm like, do these people even talk to each other? It's so bizarre to me. Yeah. Explain the garlic thing, because that's so wild.
So she was hanging out with Tej's brother, and they were going to get an argument because she's
Who's hot, by the way? I think he's hot.
He is hot, by the way. Both Tej and his brother.
They're both hot. Yeah.
They're attractive men. So they're hanging out, and she is arguing about what she has to do, cooking and cleaning. And she's like, I just want to eat pasta. And like, I want to cook with garlic and onions. And the brother's like, we don't do that. We can't cook with meat. We don't cook with garlic or onions. And so I looked it up. I'm like, well, is this a thing? It is. People who practice Jainism, which is
I like
a lot of people in
Jainism.
India practice it. They have a cuisine that is lacto-vegetarian, which excludes roots and underground vegetables like potatoes, garlic, and onions to prevent injuring small insects and microorganisms, and also to prevent the entire plant getting uprooted and killed.
Yeah, I believe it's Jainism. I could be wrong, but it believes in like animalism and that like all animals have a soul.
Yes, I think it's like karma based. Like if you kill an animal, it'll come back. Something bad will come back to you. So that's like, is she really gonna freak out because she can't eat pasta, garlic, and onions?
Yeah, I love Jainism. Jainism is a religion of self-help. There are no gods or spiritual beings that will help human beings. The three guiding principles of Jainism, the three jewels, are right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct. So that's interesting. So it's essentially like I didn't know that there was no gods or spiritual beings. So that's interesting. It's like atheism, but the religion is just like morals and ethics.
Mm-hmm. That sounds pretty cool.
Like, yeah.
But I believe that's what her family or his family practices.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
The path to enlightenment is through nonviolence and reducing harm to living things, including plants and animals, as much as possible.
Because I'm not sure how that differs from Hinduism. Because I saw on Reddit, people thought they were Hindu, but they might be also Jains. But Jainism is the one that you don't eat root vegetables, is what Wikipedia tells me.
Well, Hinduism believes in God, and it seems like Jainism does not have any gods. But what's weird is that they had that ceremony to Ganesha. So that is kind of conflicting. Right. So I don't know. I don't know.
Let us know if you know.
Yeah, let us know if you know. But that's
just what Jainism is.
Huh. Anyway, she sucks.
She sucks. And you'd think she claims she's a clairvoyant. Wouldn't you, if you're a clairvoyant, wouldn't you, not like, oh, would you see this coming? But like, wouldn't you be more understanding?
Right.
I don't know. Like more considerate of, it's just not it's a weird vibe for claiming you're clairvoyant.
So here's my thought. Okay, so you would think that someone who's like truly clairvoyant would live in a spiritual mindset where, they want the best for all beings and understand and like have empathy and compassion, etc. I feel like her clairvoyance is a control mechanism where she thinks like she's God. So therefore she knows everything that's happening and she knows what's right for everyone. And I think that her quote unquote clairvoyance is just her wanting to be in control of everything and knowing what's right for everyone.
Yeah.
As opposed to a spiritual, like, I'm just a vessel for God kind of thing. I think she's a piece of shit. I hate Kimberly so much. I don't know.
She sucks. She really sucks.
Yeah, anyways, Wayne and Holly.
We haven't seen too much of them in the past few episodes. They went to go shopping for Holly. She's the one that has the long hair.
Yeah, and
she wears like dresses, like very like slinky dresses is like her style.
They're in South Africa, right?
Yes.
They're the Jehovah's Witnesses, and her mom is staying in South Africa with them for like 3 months.
Yes, the pepper spray in the garage.
Yeah, they get garage pepper spray.
So they go shopping at this store, and it's all it's a lot of stuff that she already wears. So she's trying on these dresses. He wants her to wear more conservative clothing for safety reasons. And he says she looks like, quote unquote, a prostitute.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So they're trying on clothes and she's like slowly starting to get like the more like short dresses. She's like, I like this, I like that. He's like, this isn't what we're here for. You need to buy.
Yeah.
This is people are going to kidnap you.
I can't remember if it was this episode or the next episode, but where she says, you know, oh, I found some places that we're going to look at to move. And he has to break it to her. I have no money. Like, I
think that's coming. That was a preview. I think that's coming up next week.
Yeah.
'Cause she wants to move.
I mean, I would too. It seems like a scary situation they're in.
The dog got killed. Scary.
Oh, scary. They're boring to me. Another boring couple to me is Kristen and Julio.
They are the most boring. Nothing has happened.
Yeah, they're so boring to me.
They're just debating on where to live because she lives in the Netherlands.
Right.
And he was like worried about the food there. He's like, oh, am I going to like the food there?
Yeah, he's worried that he'll never have New York pizza again. And she's like, you can literally ride on a train to Italy any day you want and get like an Italian pizza, which is the best pizza in the world. And he's like, oh, it's not the same as a New York pizza. And he never told his family that he was dating her or that he lived with her in the Netherlands for like 2 months. It's just, the whole thing is weird. And she's so pretty.
Yeah,
like she's so Instagram pretty.
Yes,
she looks like she's been airbrushed. I just don't understand their relationship either. Because
it reminds me of
Netherlands.
It reminds me of who was that other couple? I know, was it a Danish girl and the black guy in LA, the rapper guy.
The rapper. Yes, I was just thinking that.
Similar vibes, like similar age.
Yes, very similar energy. And she was also like an Instagram
type
girl.
Oh, that's weird.
He was in that weird space band thing.
Oh my God, the space band. And they got married in Joshua Tree.
Yes.
Oh,
what are they up to? God, what was their names?
They're trying to, I remember I looked up them a while ago and I think they were like trying to start a YouTube channel that like wasn't getting any views. She was selling makeup, I believe, or like hair extensions or something.
Miona and Jabri.
Jabri and Miona, yes.
Yeah, okay, wait, let's see. Miona and Jabri.
I mean, I think they're just trying to be an Instagram couple.
Oh, they're still together, going strong.
Did they move to Palm Springs or wherever they wanted to move?
Hold on, let me see. They recently went to Hawaii together.
Oh, yeah, she has a ponytail line.
What?
You can buy fake ponytails. Yeah, she's got 235,000 followers.
Oh, she brought her parents to America.
Oh, she did. Wait, is she pregnant? Oh, no, it's just a fake photo.
Someone photoshopped her pregnant? That's weird.
No, she did like an AI picture of her pregnant.
That's weird, too.
Ugh. I don't know what these two are up to.
I want to know where they live, though. It kind of looks like in this picture that they're in Palm Springs based on the background. No, I'm looking at another.
Oh, the desert. Yeah. Greece. I think I saw somewhere online people were like, they're faking all these travel photos. Like they're just tagging places and they're not really there.
Oh, that's really funny.
Because they like posted a photo of like her in front of like an expensive car. Like, I bought it.
Yeah,
like with my own business and it was fake.
Her ponytail business? Yeah, right. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, similar vibe to them.
Yeah.
Then you don't like this couple, but I mean, I don't like them, but
I don't.
I'm kind of, well, yeah, they annoy me too. I'm kind of obsessed. This is Danielle and Johan in the DR. I
think they're fun. I like Johan. I think he's very funny.
Yeah, I'm just obsessed with Danielle because she's so crazy.
Also, Johan talks very slowly, and it's a way for me to practice Spanish.
Oh, oh, that's good. He's like, your Duolingo.
I'm like, I can turn up the subtitles. I'm like, oh my God, I understood that.
You understand what he's saying?
Yes.
That's really funny. One of my favorite moments with them, and that's not from this season, but I think it was last season. She's part of some African spiritual religion. Do you remember this? I don't know if you watched this.
Yes.
Some African witchcraft religion. I don't remember what it is.
I don't remember what it was either.
But she makes Johan talk to her spiritual counselors or whatever. And the spiritual counselor tells Johan that he has to be careful eating fish because he has a premonition that Johan's going to choke on a fish bone. Like, this woman is crazy. She's
nuts.
Yeah. One thing about her is this season she appears to have gotten hair extensions. She has long curly hair extensions. She looks crazy.
I think she's at least 40, like early 40s, I think, because she has a 22-year-old son.
Yes.
And she wants to have another kid with Johan.
This bitch. Johan used to have 2 jobs. I think he used to work at the resort, and then he also had that butcher shop where all the meat
shop.
The meat shop
flies were.
Yeah, none of the meat was refrigerated and everything was covered in flies. He has none of those jobs anymore, so he's not working.
Oh.
Danielle teaches yoga on Zoom. And also, I think she does spiritual classes on Zoom too, which I don't even know what that means.
What?
The last thing I would do is take spiritual advice from Danielle or clairvoyant Kimberly. Like, I cannot think
This is terrible for like advertising for them. Like, if they think they're going on the show to like get Instagram famous, it's not working.
This is why I stopped life coaching, because like the people who are in this industry are some of the worst people I've ever seen in my life, that I don't want to be part of this.
It really sucks.
It sucks for the people who actually care and are educated, because then people like Danielle and Kimberly who are like, I'm spiritual, they ruin it for me. So her friends come, and I actually really liked her friends.
I do like her friends. Her friends were very funny.
Yeah, Sandra and Lizette, and they speak fluent Spanish.
Mm-hmm. And Danielle speaks
fluent Spanish, yes. And they're meeting Johan for the first time and checking out the whole situation. As usual, they're concerned because everything's moving too fast.
It's funny when you see friends who are like concerned, because like it snaps you back into reality. You're like, oh yeah, this is a crazy thing that's happening.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this isn't just a show. This is someone's actual life, and their friends are like, oh, and you also realize that, oh, Danielle's the crazy friend, and she has like some normal friends who are like, oh God, like what is she doing again? Danielle, she's talking about how she maybe wants a kid, and she says she has the energy to have a kid now, but doesn't know if she will have it 2 years from now.
Okay, I don't know if you know this, but it just gets harder.
Yeah. I'm like, do you think the kid's going to disappear or something? Like, you're going to have energy when the kid's 2 years old, too.
And it's walking. It's running around.
Yeah. It was just such a weird thing. Also, Danielle famously is just like a woo-woo weirdo. She likes to bacteria test the water in the DR before she goes into it because she's worried about her vaginal pH.
It reminded me of Paul putting the condom on to go swimming with Perini.
It also reminded me of another Discovery Plus show, Seeking Sister Wife. And I
didn't watch that.
There was a family in that show where they were all on a special diet because they all wanted to have the same vaginal pH. So like the husband and like the 3 wives like all had to be on a special alkaline diet because they didn't want to pass back like bacteria vaginosis or yeast infections.
No. Oh no.
Yeah, it was so weird and so gross. But if they started dating a new wife, like before the husband had sex with her, she had to be on the special diet for like 3 months.
Wow. Okay. I mean, good on them for being responsible.
Yeah. I mean, sure. It was just so, I mean, it's crazy. Anyways, Armando and Kenny, I'm sorry. They're just so boring.
There's nothing there's nothing going on.
Yeah, like they just listen. They're sweet.
I like them.
That's the problem. I like them.
I like them. I think they're funny and entertaining and very nice. But I'm just not. There's no drama.
They're too normal for reality
Yeah,
TV.
they're too normal.
Yeah, they're just, I like them too much. They're too normal. I love that it's more LGBTQ representation on television. I think that's super important. I think they were one of the first LGBTQ plus couples on 90 Day, which I think is hugely important. They're just so normal that I get bored, which says something about me. There's no drama. I will say their daughter Hannah is so cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
And I wish them the best in finding a great school for her. I think they're moving to Mexico City.
Mexico City, yeah.
I don't keep up with it.
Love them, but
love them, but
cool.
Guys, I'm bored. I need someone
more
to like
train wrecks.
I need someone to piss on someone else, which is why we will now talk about
You're in luck.
90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. Let's just go straight into Jasmine and Gino now that I've done that little. Jasmine pisses on Gino.
Yes, she does. She does.
She does. Let's go backwards. Rewind for a second.
How it gets to this point.
Yeah, how do we get to Pissgate? So they're going to Boquete for a weekend trip. Or Boquete, probably. It's where
Boquete?
It's Boquete. It's near where Gino proposed to her. Gino was up all night with diarrhea because he ate some bean heavy nachos the night before.
He ate a lot. He said he ate a lot of nachos.
Yeah, too much bean dip. Jasmine delivers one of my favorite lines in all of 90 Day Fiancé, saying, "Those beans were for a real man."
Those beans are for a real man.
Yeah.
Estes frijoles para real hombre.
Oh, good for you, Melissa.
Thank you.
After the counseling, like things have been going great on the up and up.
Yeah, Gino's been like, the therapist said I should be doing this, so I'm doing this. Like he really is trying.
Yeah, it seems like that children's toy store did a lot for them. So they decide to go and have a romantic night in Boquete. They're in a room drinking wine in robes, and
Gino's wearing his hat still.
Of course, it's glued to his head. And Jasmine reveals she's wearing these thigh-high red velvet boots. And Gino takes off her robe. She's in this pink lingerie set.
He is turned on.
Yeah, he is hot to trot. It's one of these things, though, where like, when a couple doesn't get along well and they have like a baby to fix a relationship.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, you have to do all this stuff to have sex. It's just
it's sad.
Yeah, it's just
like
so
this is
much.
what it takes. Like going to a therapist, getting all these weird toys and stuff, dressing sexy, like creating a night.
Yeah, it's just they have to put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
So she brings toys. She has handcuffs, a ball gag, and a whip. Also, like, this is all fun and great stuff and like amazing, and none of it's weird, and it's all stuff that we have used and done and whatever. It's just a bummer that we find out he has never ejaculated from sex with her in the 2 years they've been dating. And I think during therapy, doesn't she reveal they've had sex like 4 times or something, or like 3 times?
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's like a real 0 to 60 moment. So apparently, what does it for him is he goes in the bathtub and Jasmine squats on top of him like a dog and lifts up her leg and pisses all over his chest.
Now, does she say jacuzzi or hot tub? She's like, he was laying on the hot tub and I peed on him. And I'm like, what? Like, I hope you mean bathtub.
I think it had to be a jacuzzi tub and not like a public jacuzzi, because they would have to drain that shit.
They're not draining that shit.
I know. But also they say he came from sex. She said it's the first time he came from sex.
For the first time.
So did she pee on him and then they had sex?
I think so.
Because I was thinking like he was jerking off while she peed on him and then he came. But that's also like that's not coming from penetrative sex. I don't know. I was just confused by the whole situation.
They didn't explain it. I assume that they had sex.
So then
after she peed on him.
Does he shower?
I need the timeline.
Or like
like is it
or does she just take the pee?
If they were in a hot tub, she pees on him, he can just like rinse it off, and then they can have sex. Like maybe they had sex in the hot tub.
The whole thing is just crazy to me. I actually want more information.
I know you think TMI, but TM more.
Yeah, TM not enough information for me. Yeah, I actually need more information. More. What's amazing though is the next day, Gino's a new man. I've never seen him so excited. He is in a great mood. He's like, the air is so fresh. Look at this. Listen to the birds. The sun is glorious.
He's seen God.
Yeah, he is. He honestly, and he's riding this horse. He says he feels like a real man on this horse. It's incredible.
They give him a guava.
Yeah, he spits out that guava. He's not.
But
a
he's
guava
like riding
boy.
in the back, and they're like, "How's the guava?" He's like, "It's great," and he just
spits it out.
Like spits it out.
He hates the guava. But listen, good. I'm glad that they finally.
I love them. I hope they get a spin-off show.
Oh my god, I think they're so funny. They're
so entertaining.
I think she's insane, but I think we were just talking before the show started. Before we started recording, she in her confessional. Looks so different even from the show.
Yeah.
She has had some work done. Obviously, her lips have gotten even bigger from the show.
I think she had the eye surgery.
Okay, yeah, you're obsessed with that eye surgery.
It's a new thing. People are getting it where they just lift their eyelids up.
I don't notice that on people yet. I think she got that buccal. The buccal fat removal.
Yeah.
And I think she also might be on Ozempi's. She looks thin to me.
She does look thinner.
Yeah. So I don't.
Yeah.
I want her to reveal what she's doing. We found an article this morning that I think they're planning on having a baby.
Yeah. I can't see Gino being a dad.
Oh my God, me either. Jasmine is a single mom with 2 sons.
Right. She already has kids.
Yeah. But I guess maybe she wants a third.
I don't know.
Child. Oh, I guess Gino also started Viagra.
Oh, okay.
It says. Oh wait.
That would make sense.
Yeah, it says that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what he's needed this whole time.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take the little blue pill.
Yeah.
He's what? He's 52. It's about time.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes, you got to do what you got to do. Oh, I didn't know this. Jasmine's youngest child has a special condition.
Oh.
They don't go into it. Anyways, wishing them the best. Sheila and David, horrible tragedy.
Yeah, this is so sad.
Devastating.
Her mother, the night that David was there, her mother fell down the stairs at like 5 a.m. and no one noticed because everyone was sleeping. And I guess she just died.
Yeah, and the stairs like gave out because they weren't put together.
Oh, they're very shitty stairs. It was like scary in their house going up the stairs, like dangerous.
Even in the episode when they're going up, the stairs, Sheila says to David, like, be careful. It's very like narrow and like not put together well. And I guess, because the house was put together so shoddily.
It's so sad.
Yeah, and it's devastating and an awkward situation as well. Like you're meeting someone for the first time, and then there's this horrible tragedy. Like, what do you even do?
They have a funeral for her, and that's kind of all that they get into with them.
I feel like you can tell Sheila really kind of just wants to be alone and wants to be with her family.
Yeah.
I think I would kind of want to be the same. If I'm meeting someone for the first time, you don't really have that like deep.
Yeah.
You have a connection because you've been talking on the phone.
But you just want to be with your family.
Yeah. I think like that true intimacy of actually like relying on someone you need after seeing them, in person for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's uncomfortable. And you can tell David doesn't really know what to do, but he's really trying his best.
Yeah.
I hope they make it through because I think they're a really sweet couple.
Yeah, I think they will.
Yeah. Then there is Christian and Cleo.
Oh, no.
This is bad.
It's
I
bad.
love Cleo. I think she's
I did
really
too.
sweet.
I just followed her on Instagram.
Oh, you did? I need to follow all the 90 dayers. So
All the cool ones.
yeah. So Christian and Cleo finally have sex after Christian says, like, oh, I don't like making the first move. I'm not the type of person who does that.
Right.
They finally have sex, and in a confessional with the producers, Christian is like, oh no, we didn't have sex. We like made out and got to second base.
Yeah. But Cleo in a confessional says we went all the way. We had sex.
Right. And then Christian, I guess, texts Cleo saying, hey, did you tell anyone that we had sex? And Cleo's like, yeah, I told production on film, blah, blah, blah. And he says, oh, well, it's probably best that we don't talk about it to anyone. Like, I just want to protect our business and keep it private. And I guess after they had sex, they came to agreement of like, yeah, we'll talk about this openly. It's something that happened. We're going to be open about everything. And he just treads back on it and lies. And obviously she's devastated.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Because if it had the situation and why he is lying about it is pretty obvious. That he's uncomfortable with the fact that she is trans, and
that's
he doesn't
thinks.
want that out,
But also, like, if you're going on a TV show where you're dating a trans woman and you're saying that you hooked up, what's the difference between saying you had sex?
He's just an asshole. He's just a stupid idiot asshole. He's just such a bro. I feel so bad for Cleo. She meets her friend and, is crying and asks the friend to come back with her to her place just for comfort. It's unclear. Like, did she throw Christian out or?
I don't know. I'm not sure where he went or what's.
Yeah, because they kind of cut it off there. They don't pick back up on their story. So I'm hoping she kicks his ass out.
At first, I was like, oh, maybe their definitions of sex are different.
Oh, interesting.
Like maybe she thinks they had sex or whatever she considers sex. And he was like, oh, no, we didn't go all the way. So I don't know what. But then I was like, no, I think he's just saying it because he's like embarrassed or he wants to like, he's uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, I'm interested. I hope that she sets a boundary and just realizes that this is not the right guy for her and she deserves so much better.
Yeah, he sucks. He's weird. I don't like him.
No, speaking of people who deserve better, Tyree.
Oh no, Tyree.
Sweet baby angel. He's meeting his catfish.
Well, the woman
Alleged.
in the photos.
Yeah.
He texted her, Carmela, because a private investigator found the woman in the photos. Apparently it's a man he's been texting with.
Yes.
But so he texts the real Carmela, and it's so funny because he texts her, hey, just to let you know, I've been being catfished for a few years by someone using your photos. And she's like, wow. She's like, wow, sorry, that sucks. Like, that's all she said.
I'm like still so confused by this situation because then he's going to Denver to meet her, right?
He asked her, like, are you open to meet? And she was like, yeah, okay.
But he still kind of thinks that that's who he's been talking to, right?
He thinks, he's like, well, maybe she is in on the scam. It's like, no, dude, someone just literally copied and pasted her photo into a dating profile.
Yeah, I just like...
He's in denial about it. Also, he was in his hotel room. He was like ironing a sweater. And I was like, what are you doing? You can't iron a sweater.
I know. This poor sweetheart. So it looks like, it
looks like she shows up.
Yeah, or it looks like someone shows up. Someone, because he looks kind of shocked when whoever they stop. It's next week. We'll find out. But you see like the door opening, and you don't at the bar, and you don't see who it is, but you see like his reaction. I hope it's like his mom and his sister, and they're like doing an intervention of like Tyree.
That would be very funny.
Yeah. Or it's like Katy Perry from the Catfish episode being like, it was me the whole time. Then there's another villain, Razvan and Amanda.
Villain.
Amanda's just the most dislikable person of all time.
She's also like another just Debbie Downer. Hates everything. I don't even know what her personality is because she's just not into anything.
I'm wondering if after her husband passed away, if she's on so many antidepressants that she is just...
I get that vibe from her.
Completely disassociated or something.
Yeah.
Because
it seems like that.
She's clearly not ready to date. She's so defensive about everything. She takes everything really personally.
Yeah.
Like, she hates everything. She hates everyone. She's rude.
She's so rude.
Yeah, it's like really uncomfortable. It's actually not enjoyable to watch. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I just feel
how
bad
she relates to the world.
Razvan.
And he actually, like, in the beginning, I'm like, oh, who's this scammer?
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. He actually seems like a pretty nice dude.
Yeah, because he like cries a lot about, he's like she's really hurting his feelings. I feel really bad for him.
Yeah.
He does say it's been his dream since he was a kid to move to the United States, which is always kind of like a red flag.
A red flag.
But he seemed to have really liked Amanda.
Yeah.
And she seems to kind of be breaking his heart. When Amanda finds that out, she's like super pissed, of course, because she's super pissed about everything.
Yeah.
They meet Razvan's friend Diana at a pool party.
And of course she's like, oh, like I'm meeting Razvan's friend, this woman that I've never heard of. Like, bitch, who no one's trying to steal your man.
Yeah, it's so she is in collision with everything around her.
Yes.
Diana is wearing a bathing suit because it's a pool party, and
Amanda's a pool party.
Amanda's immediately threatened. She's on her phone the entire time, which is literally so rude.
It's so rude. Could you imagine meeting your boyfriend's friends for the first time and you just sit there on your phone?
Yeah,
like a child.
They're all at a table talking, and she's just looking down at her phone the entire time. And they're like asking her questions, and she's just on her phone.
She's like, huh?
She's such a brat. And then they ask her why she's not, if she wants to get in a bathing suit. And Razvan says, no, she's on her period, which I think is really funny.
That is very funny.
And she gets mad about that too.
So, of course, she gets so mad at that.
Yeah. Like that I can understand, but like,
yeah.
It's like she has
nobody cares. They're all women. They don't
they
understand.
She has no sense of humor or like sense of whimsy.
She has no sense of humor. That's what it is.
She's the heaviest person, emotionally heavy person of all time.
Nothing is funny to her at all.
And so Razvan's friend Diana says like, hey, are you getting, do you like it here? And Razvan says she's getting used to it. And Amanda says, am I?
Oh,
and like looks bitchy. And
I wanted to slap her.
I'm just like, just go home. If you're so miserable, just go home.
Go home to your kids.
Go home, go to therapy, and call
what
it
are you
a day.
doing?
Yeah, I'm just like so
Imagine going to like another country that you've never been before and you're just like, everything sucks. Like, bitch, go out and explore.
Yeah, like go to a museum,
It's
enjoy yourself, go to a restaurant. Yeah, and it's like, don't you like this guy? Enjoy yourself, have an adventure.
So weird.
Yeah. Then there's Nicola and Misha.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, she's like such a bombshell. I don't understand it. She's crazy, but she's so hot.
I feel like they've just been arguing for the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, they don't get along. I don't understand.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't understand anything about this relationship.
I don't either. They just don't. They just argue about like, I don't even know what they argue about. I've tried to watch their scenes. I'm like, what's happening?
I don't know either.
I don't know.
They say they have the biggest fight they've ever had, but I don't know what the fight was about. They don't even say what the fight was about.
No.
And Misha goes outside, and Nicola says that relationships in the Middle East are private and not public, and like that's what they keep having misunderstandings about, is that Misha wants like their relationship to be like public and PDA, and Nico's like, that's not what it's like here.
And that's pretty much all they've been arguing about the whole season.
Yeah, I just am confused. The only thing they have in common is that they both love Jesus, and like,
I think that's it.
Right. I just don't. They're not physical together. No. They don't seem to have. Yeah. Remember, they don't have sex till marriage.
Right.
So I just don't. I don't know. Then there's Statler and Dunphy, who are very physical with one another.
Dunphy?
What's her name?
Dempsey. Dunphy? Where did you get Dunphy?
I don't know.
Like
look at
7 Dwarfs.
all through the doc. They meet Dunphy's dad.
Who
she gives Dunphy a foot.
Dunphy. Dunphy.
Why did I think her name was Dunphy?
So funny.
That's crazy.
They meet Dunphy's dad.
Literally over and over again, I have Dunphy in here. Statler wakes up and gives Dunphy a foot massage, but Dunphy has nice feet.
Dunphy has nice feet. That's a note.
Oh my God, that's really funny.
Dempsey.
Anyways, the water's cold. Statler takes a cold shower. They meet Dempsey's dad. Dempsey's.
Oh my God. I looked up Statler, just like Googling her. Her mother is the mayor of a town in Texas.
Shut up.
Fuck, what is it? Leon Valley? Her mother's the fucking mayor.
I'm really surprised that she went on a reality show.
Well, yeah, her mother's name is Chris Riley. I think there's like a bio, and I think her name, because it says she has kids. It says she has a daughter named Grace. So I think Statler's real name might be like Grace Riley.
Oh, maybe.
There's some people on Reddit said it might be Caroline Grace Riley, but Statler's not her real name.
Oh, or I was going to say maybe she just like...
Maybe she changed it
disowned Statler.
Yeah. So yeah, her mom's a mayor.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's really surprising.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, Dempsey is also really close with her dad, and I guess her last relationship ended because her dad didn't like her partner, right?
I think so. They said it was she said it was a really bad relationship, but they don't really get into specifics of what happened.
Yeah. So Dempsey is basically like, if my dad doesn't like you, then I don't know if we can do this. And I think the dad was kind of like lukewarm to Statler. He was really weirded out. He was weirded out that she's gone to the UK to meet a girl before.
Yes. And he didn't know that they are dating.
Yeah, he had no. This is the first time he found out, which is weird for sure.
Yeah, that is weird. But yeah, he was like, "Oh, you've come to the UK before to
this is just like
someone?
your
Red
thing
flag.
or something." Yeah. And it's Valentine's Day. Statler wakes up and gives Dumphy a foot massage, but Dumphy has nice feet.
She does. She's got nice feet. She has like a scavenger hunt thing.
Yeah. Statler loves her ADD is good for activities like this because she's able to plan a lot of things. But Dempsey kind of comes away from all of it being like, I think I want to slow things down. Like, I think we're moving too quickly. And Statler's like, no, I want to
move in.
Yeah.
Statler didn't even tell Dempsey that she was planning on moving.
No, they haven't had that conversation yet. But it's weird.
She's like, oh, my lease is up next month. She tells the dad.
Yeah.
Dad's like, okay.
Right. Really insane to meet someone for the first time with the expectation of like, we're going to move in together without ever having talked about that.
Yeah. Like Danielle going to Dominican Republic with Johan. Like, he doesn't know this, but I plan on staying.
Right.
Are you insane?
That's all my worst nightmare. Like if someone shows up to my house unprompted, I like have a panic attack.
Yeah,
like I don't imagine someone staying forever. Speaking of someone at your house who is causing a ruckus.
God.
The best couple of all 90 Day Fiancé. We're now moving on to 90 Day Fiancé UK.
It's a better show.
It is a better show. Louise and Jose. I love you, chicken.
You know, someone posted a theory on Reddit. There was a screenshot with the captions on of Jose saying, I love you, chica. And people think he might have said chica, or he's accidentally saying chicken when he means chica, or that maybe he said chicken once and Louise was like, that's funny. So maybe he says chicken.
I love that he doesn't really speak any language.
He doesn't speak any language.
He's not fluent in a single language is what's so interesting about Jose. Are there any clips of just like, if you don't watch it, you just need to hear him
doesn't
speak.
He sounds like
He sounds like Borat.
Like a 5-year-old. He sounds like he's 5 years old. That's how he speaks. He's just
fascinating to watch.
On episode 5, he was in immigration for 12 hours. Yes. And when he gets out of immigration and he's walking, they use like 70s music for him because he has like a giant afro. Like he's
he's wearing Dolomite. Like a fur coat.
Yeah.
He's wearing a huge fur coat. Yeah.
It's so strange.
Everything about him. And he also has his both ears pierced, but he doesn't wear hoops, like small
studs. They're like big.
He wears like big like costume jewelry earrings. Like bigger earrings than what you and I wear. Like he'll wear like long earrings to his shoulders. Like he's a character. Louise's son Jesse, who's like 18 or in his 20s or something.
I think he's 20 because he said he's 18 years older.
Yeah.
Or no, 8 years older
than Jose.
Because Jose's 28. The son Jesse is
he's 20.
We're 22.
Oh my God, that's horrible. He's like, I am not having it. He says, he says that Jose will take a shit downstairs and then get naked and walk naked upstairs to go shower.
What the fuck? That is fucked up.
Yes. And
why? That's insane. Walking naked through the house when her son is there?
Yeah. And Jose can't work right now. Not like he works where he's from anyways. Yeah. He just does videos on Instagram. But his job is influencer. And he just sits on the couch all day long eating cereal and watching YouTube.
No, he watches his own videos. That's why Jesse's like, he's just sitting on the couch laughing at himself and his own videos.
That's so deranged.
And Jesse's like, I'm so pissed off and weirded out at this guy. He said he's literally a teenager in a man's body.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah. They get matching tattoos.
Yeah, that say each other's name on them. And even the tattoo artist is like, no, you shouldn't do this. Like, you should be, this is bad, and you should be dating for like a certain amount of time before you do this.
When they were going in the tattoo place, he couldn't figure out how to open the door?
Yes. Yeah. He's a sweet boy.
And then they go to meet Louise's friend. And her friend is like, you didn't see the friend?
I don't know if I remember this.
And the friend is like a normal friend. A totally normal friend. That's when you're like, oh yeah, these people are crazy.
Real, yeah.
The friend is like she's so weirded out by this dude.
Oh, I do remember this. Yes, I do remember this.
And he doesn't understand English. And like in the confessional, he's like, they speak so fart. Yeah, and the producer's like,
oh yeah,
you mean fast?
And he goes,
he's
fart.
like, they speak fart. And it's just, and then Louise reveals that she's getting her IUD taken out.
Yeah, because she wants to have another kid.
Can you imagine trusting this guy with a baby?
No. He's a baby.
Yes, he is a child.
He's an adult baby. That's the clip that we need to put in, the fart clip. That was crazy.
He's like a Swaloo.
Times 1,000, though.
Wait, worse. Imagine a Swaloo and worse.
Yeah, he's a Swaloo times 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're insane. They should be on Last Resort. Then there's Katie and Alejandro. Mm-hmm. They were on last season.
Were they?
I don't remember them, but maybe they were.
He proposed in front of a waterfall or something in Mexico.
I don't know.
Am I making that up? I don't know.
He was, yeah. So they're planning a wedding in Guadalajara. Yeah, they arrive. Katie and her family arrive at the airport in bedazzled bridal hats. Disgusting.
I love when she's eating with the family. She's mentioned multiple times that she likes the sour cream. She's like, I love the sour cream here. I could just drink it by the jug. She's just eating the sour cream.
Disgusting. Alejandro is driving them from the airport to the Airbnb. And like, he's like, I've never been so stressed out in my life. Because this guy is so calm and like collected. And the whole family is so loud and they're screaming. They're eating hot Takis and then like spitting them out and screaming because they're so hot. I didn't realize, I don't think British people are typically like this. Every British person I know is very calm and reserved. But it's funny because she was wearing in this episode like a Boston sweatshirt. And I was like, she has a Boston personality. I know she's not from Boston and she's British, but her personality is very like
the family is very Boston American, like
they're very like
sorority
loud.
Girl.
Yeah, they have a very American personality.
Yes,
and I mean that in the worst way possible.
Yes, the worst way.
Yeah, so they want to get married. And they go to whatever the document place, wherever they go. But I guess in Mexico, you get a new birth certificate every few years.
I guess, which also makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, like thank God my mom has my birth certificate. Like, she's so organized.
I think I know where mine is, but who knows?
Yeah, if my mom wasn't a super organized person, like, I would have no idea where my birth certificate is.
Nobody knows.
So they get one every few years. In England, they just get one, and it's like, hope for the best, keep on to it. But so they go with their birth certificates, and they're like, oh, no, yours, Katie, doesn't count because it's your original birth certificate. You need like a new one. She's like,
do that.
Yeah.
Like, I just flew over from the UK. My flight was delayed.
Right. Somehow they solve it, but I mean, I don't even know how you would solve that situation.
It seems pretty shady what they did. I don't know what they did, but the cameras weren't allowed inside wherever they were, but they went to this place and they're like, it's all taken care of.
I paid them off.
I was
they
forged, I bet it is.
Forged a birth certificate.
Yeah.
So what was really crazy is I think that they lost their luggage on the flight. Like the flight lost their luggage. And so the luggage was finally coming and it was being delivered to Alejandro's family's house or something. And Katie's whole family was flipping out that the luggage was being delivered to Alejandro's family's house because they were like, we don't know Alejandro's family and they're going to steal from our luggage and we don't know them and we don't feel comfortable.
That's insane. How racist of them.
It was crazy. And Katie's like, this is my husband and my husband's family. Like, you're really insinuating that they're just going to steal from you?
Crazy.
Yeah.
So rude.
It was nuts. And Katie's family starts crying. They're so so
crazy.
emotional. I feel like they're on drugs or something. They're all really insane and emotional. It's really bizarre.
Yeah. They're too much.
Yeah, they're too much. Then there's Michael and Mercy, the scammer. They have their wedding in Kenya, which kind of looks really fun. Everyone's dancing the whole time. Yeah.
But Mercy, the whole time, she's like, this is supposed to be my special day and I'm not in a good mood. I'm not happy.
Oh, she's miserable. And then at the end, she's like, I'm just glad that this is over with.
Yeah. How sad.
Yeah. My favorite part of the wedding, though, is there's a part of the ceremony where Mercy and then a woman who looks exactly like Mercy, like the same body type and height, they both come to the husband. They both come to Michael and they're covered head to toe. You can't see their face or anything like that. And Michael has to guess which one is his wife. And if he guesses wrong, he has to pay a fine.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was really insane.
He guessed right.
I don't do you think you'd be able to guess right?
I don't know.
What do you think it is? Scent or vibes?
I don't know.
Or
it's very, I have no idea.
I would like to think I'd be able to guess. If someone had the exact same height and stature as my boyfriend, I'd know which one my boyfriend was.
Yeah, but how do you know? It's weird. They look the same exact height.
Yeah, it was really weird. It's a fun I kind of want to play that if I ever get married. Guess who the husband is. Then there's Rebecca and Christian. Rebecca, 27, is from Chesterfield. She works in telecommunications by day and is a belly dancer by night.
Yes, she is. She said, the more wobble you have, the better, referring to her stomach for a belly dancer.
True.
It is true.
I would be a good belly dancer. That's where I carry all my fat. Christian is from Argentina. She went on a cruise to Norway with her grandparents and he was working in the shop there. And the grandma, I guess, spotted Christian.
Yeah.
And then introduced Christian and Rebecca, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. Met on a cruise.
Yeah. Christian says he's a playboy. He gets a lot of women.
Not like him at all.
He's bad vibes. He thinks he's a 9 out of 10. He says he's a party guy.
Why wouldn't he say 10 out of 10?
I know.
Is it because he lives with his mom?
He does. He still lives at home with his mom. He thinks he can make a better life in the UK, which is red flag alert.
Yeah, and he's showing a picture of Rebecca to his friend. He's like, Rebecca looks like she should be a bitchy girl, but she's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
He loves blonde hair, blue-eyed girls. He also says a man has a devil and an angel on his shoulder, but you can't change a man's essence. And I'm like, okay, so you're going to cheat?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
That's what you're saying?
Every once in a while, you're going to cheat. And I guess she was married previously. She moved to Turkey in 2016 when she was 20.
Yeah.
She started dating a guy.
They got married in Istanbul.
Oh, right.
And then 3 days later, he texted her and said he didn't love her anymore, wanted to break up. Now,
That's crazy.
because she's talking to her parents about this, or her uncle, or someone she's talking to about this, and they're like, we don't want this to be the same situation that happened before. So did this dude marry her for a green card?
Right. That's interesting.
But they got married in Istanbul. So I wonder, was that a green card situation?
I wonder if the green card would still be applicable if 3 days later he was like, never mind. Because I think he'd probably have to live. They would probably have to live together in the UK.
But that's fucking crazy. I mean, she was 20 and she married this dude. Crazy.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me about 90 Day Fiancé is that most of these people are repeat offenders.
Yes, they don't learn.
Yeah.
They don't learn.
They do this several times.
It's so strange. You would think if you're like, God, that was a horrible situation, I'm going to go try to do that again.
Yeah. Next, there is Mert and Shane. Shane went out for drinks for her birthday and he flipped out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't like this dude.
No, and then she's flying out to Turkey to speak with him.
Yeah, not to like hang out, to like try to fix
Talk it
things
through.
'cause he's mad.
Yeah, he doesn't want her to drink, but he can drink all he wants.
Yeah, that they had a conversation. Like, I don't want you to drink, but I mean, I can drink whatever I want.
It's that hypocritical shit is so.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that couple from last year, like the Egyptian guy and the girl who looked like me, or she like wasn't allowed to do anything.
Oh yeah.
And I guess his family doesn't know that she's trans, except for his sister.
No, she meets the family, and they like her. They're very nice, but they don't know that she's trans.
Yeah. Yeah.
His sister knows, but
yeah, I don't know about Mert.
I don't know about
Mert. Then finally there's Robert 46 and Assel 35. We can just call her
it's a cell.
A cell. We could call her
asshole.
asshole.
Call her asshole.
Yeah.
She is one.
Yeah, she hates Robert. She continually calls him ugly, tells him his clothing is ugly, tells him his daughter Arwen is spoiled. She doesn't want Arwen to sit in the front seat of the car. She wants to sit in the front seat.
She is a biatch.
It's really weird. Like, being jealous of someone's daughter essentially is so bizarre.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Like a teen daughter. And I don't know. She's so degrading. It's like, what do you like about him then? If you think everything about him is horrible. Yeah, I don't.
They go meet his mom, and she tells the mom that she wants to move from Glasgow, where they are, to Edinburgh for quote unquote work opportunities. And the mom is like, I thought you worked online. Like, what funny. Work opportunities?
Also, and it's Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Do I say Edinburgh? Fuck. Edinburgh. Wait, is there an Edinburgh in Scotland? Or that she wants to move to the UK because they're in Scotland. Or
yeah, Edinburgh is Scotland.
London, or somewhere around London. Fuck. Edinburgh for work opportunities. And his mum says, I thought she worked online. And then she complains about Robert spending money on his own daughter.
Yeah, she's a lunatic.
She stinks.
Yeah, that's exactly the take that we have. Is she stinks?
She's also a Debbie Downer. What's with all the Debbie Downers this season?
Yeah, everyone's such like a bummer and a buzzkill.
Yeah.
You know what? I think Last Resort will be fun. One of the therapists on Last Resort looks exactly like Jenny. So I'm just excited to see what Last Resort. Jenny. That would be really funny. She's like, I know a thing or two about relationships. So look forward to next week where we will cover all of this and Last Resort.
Oh my God.
It'll be a 3-hour episode. Maybe we'll just start skipping some of the couples who we don't like or something.
Seriously, they're so boring.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. Anyways, guys, call in if you have any information or, top secret behind the scenes info on any of these couples, comments, concerns. Melissa, where can people reach us?
You can email us at webcrawlerspod@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And that's all, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Powered by Acast.